Hey guys, it's Drac, and we'll call this one an awareness video for something that I see as being something really great that the Georgia and Southeast nerfing community needs. Recent events have led me to believe that we deserve and need to nerf more often. We make all these wonderful things and have this great community of nerfers, but we only get together once every 3 months maximum, and that's just not enough. So I've picked this field and I've decided to start hosting what I will call for now the SENC, which is the Southeast Nerf Club. And I'm walking the field as I'm talking about it because I want to show those who are already involved and interested kind of what we have to work with for this first event, which will be August 9th, the second Saturday of every month, starting at noon, going till dark is when I plan on playing. And I think that this field is great. It has everything from differences in terrain and elevation to all of this wonderful space that normally ATVers use, and there's no trespassing signs or anything. It's just publicly owned government property that seems awesome for a Nerf war. And you can see that that's I-75's highway. We're very close to the 224 exit, which is up there. And the 224 exit has all of the food and amenities that Nerfers would need throughout the day, as well as a super Walmart, which means that you could buy just about any blaster there, in addition to plenty of ammunition. Which brings me to an important point, that this war will be, or this recurring monthly war will be stock ammunition with modified blasters. Now, that's a concept like NIC game types with HVZ style blasters, and there are a few reasons for that, and I know that not all of the hardcore nerfers like myself will agree, but I think that this group shouldn't be about hardcore NIC game types and blasters like pump snaps that shoot Steffens. I think that it should be for anyone who wants to nerf, and it should help us not only bring nerfing to the forefront of action sports in the South so that we can advertise it and present it to society as a very open and accessible thing, but it means that anybody can nerf, which is the greatest thing about nerf, is how much fun you can have doing it and how safe and easy it is, that there are no legal restrictions like paintball, there are no safety issues like airsoft. As long as you're shooting stock ammunition, it's very hard for, with a good moderation team, there to ever be any issues. And I think that that's part of what makes nerfing great, is how easy it is to get into. And in theory, this would be a club where somebody could go to their local Nerf buying store, pick up virtually any elite style blaster or any blaster, do light modifications or even no modifications if they were so inclined, and come out and nerf with us once a month, every month. And if attendance grows, we can increase the number of wars we have, or the number of club meetings we have each year. But the field is by and large safe. I think it's got not the greatest dart recovery in some aspects, but certainly the large dirt area out there has an excellent dart recovery rate. And the sheer scope and how far this goes is it goes from this electrical tower, which presents an interesting landmark for future game types, all the way to Pates Creek over there, which is almost a mile and a half of field with terrain changes and light elevations like this, which would allow for what I believe to be really cool gameplay, dynamic footage, nice kind of choke points and places where you could make a stand or hold ground. And with the elevation changes and Nerf being so important, I think that it's just too cool how accessible this field is and how it brings to our community what we need. And so I've started a Facebook group, and I have chosen to kind of help me lead the spear, or lead the charge, Bobololo and Nerfomania, both of which are highly respected, excellent people in the modding and Nerf community in general, to help me moderate that group, and found this. And it's just, this should be an excellent way for Georgia Nerfers and even those in surrounding states who are willing to travel a couple of hours or more to get out and Nerf whenever they want to. I think that the field is great. I think that nerfing is at a place where we need more people to come out and nerf with us, and I think that this field is the place, and our community is receptive and mature enough to handle it, and I'm just really looking forward to everything that I think that the SENC, which I might have to come up with a cute acronym for, nomenclature for, could be. And I'm looking forward to seeing kind of what the turnout will be August 9th, and then in respective months and sequential months how we proceed from there. But for those of you that were wondering what the field looks like, this is what the field looks like. It goes all the way over there, and we have just plenty and plenty of space. I have a couple of tents that are just easy up tents that we can set up here, and between the automobiles and the tents, it should be really easy to get a nice staging area up and running in no time with plenty of hydration and water. And I know that I'm EMS certified, and I know that other Nerfers have like plenty of medical training, and if there was ever anything too serious to happen, there's a hospital 2 minutes away. So I think that this is an excellent location, and that the community is right, and that we should kind of start a club to Nerf more often. So if you're in the area, which is kind of the Atlanta area, we're a little bit south of Atlanta right now, or anywhere in Georgia for that matter, I encourage you to come out and Nerf. Don't worry about how much ammo you have or how many blasters you have. There will always be people in the Nerfing community, myself, Bobo, and Nam included, who will be more than happy to share what we have and kind of build a communal dart bin, which currently has some odd 600 elite darts in it to play out of. And if we ever need more, I can contact Hasbro and get us some sort of deal set up there. But I think that's all I have to talk about in this video. If this doesn't apply to you, or if you're one of my Singapore or Australia Nerfers, then keep Nerfing, keep doing what you're doing. But for those of you in the Southeast who are looking for a way to really get out and compete and play and just have a great time with this sport, then I think this is the place. As always, thanks for watching.